Have you ever wondered about roller derby and how to play and why girls smack each other around on the floor? I'm here to tell you how the game can be fun to watch and play. Roller derby is played with several girls on the floor. You have a red team and a blue team, and you have a certain amount of skaters that come out at each time. On the red team, you'll have a pivot that will come out. She'll stand in the front, and she will have a stripe on her helmet. And then you'll also have a blue member that will come out and stand next to her. They're the leader of the pack. They control the speed, the tempo, and they're the last line of defense when a jammer tries to come through the pack. Then you'll have two red blockers and two blue blockers. These are also another line of defense. They have solid colored helmets. The color of their team is what color they'll have. So the red team will have red helmets and the blue team will have blue helmets. You have two rear blockers that we call back blockers. You'll have one red and one blue. This is how they line up in formation. Two pivots, four blockers, two back blockers, rotating each person. If you stand next to your own teammate, you have no way to defend against the other team's jammer coming through. So you got to make sure you line up against an opponent when you want to block that jammer. The jammer stands in the back of the pack on a separate line. This is called the jammer line. You have one red and one blue jammer. The jammer for the red team will have a star on their head surrounded by red, and the blue team will have a star on their head surrounded by blue. These are the players that get the points for each team. The referees will blow a whistle and the motion for the players to come on the track and take position. And they have 60 seconds to get in position. If you're not in position when the second whistle blows, you can't play. You have to go back to your seat. So if not all players are in position, you lose the player to help block the opposing team's jammer. If all opponents make it to the line in time, you'll have 6 blockers, 2 pivots, 2 jammers. The referees, after the 60 seconds has occurred, will blow the whistle, and the pivots will begin the pace of the pack. If you know you have a really slow skater in the back, the pivots for the other team is going to skate fast because they know this jammer can never catch up. So it's critical for these jammers to be able to skate really fast. If they know you can skate fast, they'll skate very slow and they'll do heavy blocking. They'll try to make walls, they'll try to do whatever they can to knock you off this track. If you get off this track, you have to stop, start over, and re-enter from behind the pack. That means if these blockers can knock you many, many times, that's many, many times you've got to try to go back through them. These jammers are fighting to get through this pack first. As the skaters are skating around the track, the jammers are trying to catch up on an already 10-second lead that this pack has. So as these jammers are coming through, they've got to fight against blockers. Now a red blocker is going to fight a blue blocker to help their red jammer get through. But if the blue blocker is stronger, they're going to not only get your blocker, but the jammer. So now you have 2 people down, and the blue will gain more defense to keep your jammer from re-entering. Once the first jammer gets through the pack, they're called the lead jammer. The other jammer is called not the lead, for obvious reasons. This jammer has a critical role. They can call off the jam. The jam is a 2-minute cycle that you gain as many points as you can. There's a 60-minute game played in 2 halves. So you have to skate 60 minutes to gain as many points as you can. These jammers get very tired. The jammer that is the lead, say she falls down. Say her second time around somebody catches up with her and knocks her down. So she falls. So this jammer is now catching up, has an ability to score points. She can wave her hands to call off the jam, and then any points this blocker is trying to get is out. That's why you want to fight for the front. You do this for 2 minutes, then you go, and then a new lineup will come out. There's various strategies there's moves like waterfalls, there's building walls, there's many, many moves you can play for strategy. And you got to know your opponent. If they're slow skaters, you want to skate fast as many times as you can through each jam. If they're slow, then you want to be able to knock them out as much. The reason you see a lot of hitting is it's not actually hitting, it's blocking. And it's all strategically done with shoulders, hips, and you cannot use any hands, can't use your head, can't use your front side or your back side. You can use your rear end, but only as a guide. You can't actually push somebody down. You can only contact another player between the hips and the shoulders. Anywhere else, you're in timeout. Why it's fun? Well, because it's hard. What's known to happen a lot is the jammers or other players, when they get knocked out, they slide into seating where you're viewing. They call it suicide seating because you're committing suicide, so to speak, verbal suicide, from wanting to watch these players, and if they land on you, it's quite fun. I myself have played all positions. I played for 5 years. I was with the Detroit team. We were 6th in the nation when I started. I was the assistant coach of the Ann Arbor Derby Dimes, and I was also head coach of Pensacola team. I only left the sport to have a baby, and as soon as time allows, I'll be going back to it. So maybe you can come watch a game and have a skater land in your lap.